Hello, my Pisces friends. This is Karen with Karmic One Tarot, here to do your November 2019 general reading. Please remember, general readings are just that. They're meant for many, many people. So check your moon and also rising signs for any additional messages. Never know what you're going to find. Let's shuffle a couple of times before we put them down, okay? What's happening for my Pisces friends in November? Pisces, November. What do they need to know? What do the Pisces people of this world need to know for November? Pisces, what do my Pisces friends need to know for November, please? There we go. Thank you. First card out is the Four of Pentacles. So setting a firm foundation, grounding yourself. It might even be that you are saving a few dollars, trying to put some things together so that you have a better foundation, a better, more grounded, more stable. It's also a card of being a little bit conservative when it comes to your finances. You're holding on, perhaps not being as generous with the spending as you have been in the past, my Pisces friends. What's happening with my Pisces friends in November of 2019? What is it they need to know? Pisces. What is it they need to know? Thank you. I've got the Five of Cups. So, you know, Five of Cups is a reflection period, a time of perhaps a little melancholy, some reverie, little grief, little sorrow, looking at the things that have gone wrong, where you've come from. Maybe you're trying to stabilize since this has ended, because the World card is an ending. So, you know, this grief and reverie that you've been in, that cycle is ending most likely, and now you're back on stable footing. You know, it's not easy to stay in that pain, that hurt, that sorrow. What's happening for my Pisces friends here in November? November of 2019 for the Pisces people. We have the Page of Swords, difficult conversations. Remember, Mercury is in retrograde, so, you know, conversations, communication can be a little bit difficult. And then I have the Hermit, solitary creature. You know, the Hermit is the Virgo card first and foremost, but he's also, you know, all about your intuition. He's all about counseling and getting the advice that you need. So if there is someone that you go to as a sounding board, so maybe you need to speak them out, maybe you speak your truth to them and they give you advice that you need to investigate. Two more cards here for my Pisces friends, November of 2019. Two cards, please. Two cards for my Pisces friends. Thank you. This is the Temperance card, card of Sagittarius, finding your balance. So once you finish with this cycle, this reverie, you're going to be in a much better place. You're going to be in a much more stable place. One more card here, please. One card for my Pisces friends. Is that one? Thank you. Put those back. There we are. What do we have here? We have the Page of Pentacles. So lots of communication on the table. Remember, again, the rules of Mercury retrograde. Technology, transportation, communication, all can have issues with Mercury in retrograde. Now, retrograde, Mercury stations direct on the 20th, so this is going to be deep in Scorpio season. Scorpio brings out the truth, and here I have the Scorpio energy here at the bottom of the deck, the Judgment card, the calling, hearing your calling. So the Hermit, part of being in Hermit mode is to find your calling, to find exactly what it is you need to fulfill your destiny. And here you are hearing that calling, and the Moon is going to play a part in that as well, along with the Fool, wonderful energy, and the Queen of Pentacles. So lots of stability and strength coming in for you here. Things that might need to be investigated, though. The Moon card is a Pisces card, and that does tend to obscure things, hide things. What's happening with the Page of Swords? The Five of Wands. So some communication might hold a little bit of conflict, as I was saying. So there might be some things that you need to investigate so that you don't have this conflict. But I think the conflict is inevitable. And I think you're going to be thinking about that towards the center of the month. What else do we have? We have the Knight of Cups, offering your cup to perhaps a partnership, a lover. Gemini card. You know what we didn't do? We didn't pull an oracle card for you. This is the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. What is the one card my Pisces friends need to see? One card for the Pisces, people of this world. What do they need to see? Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. One card, please, for my Pisces friends. There it is. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Now, you've got the Judgment card. So there is your bounty, this fresh new beginning coming in for you. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So perhaps, you need to investigate the conflict that arises out of these conversations with someone I think that you care very much about. The Knight of Cups is that knight in shining armor. He's, offering his cup of emotion somewhere. You're coming from a very grounded place, but still reflecting on things that might have gone wrong and whether or not to finish up the cycle or begin it again. So I think this might be a resurgence or a reincarnation of a relationship from a while ago or even the recent past. But remember, Mercury retrograde brings things around again. Review, reflect, reevaluate. All of the re's come in with Mercury retrograde. And the Lovers is, as I said, a Gemini card, but it's a partnership. It's a life-impacting choice within a partnership. So what is it that my Pisces friends have going on here? What are we reflecting on here with our Five of Cups? Everything that's gone wrong. All the things that didn't work out. Where am I going? What am I going to do? How am I going to handle this? I have the Five of Swords. You're tired of it. And the Seven of Cups, along with the King of Wands. The Five of Swords is that battle that you've fought very valiantly in, struggled with perhaps, but fought and won. You're bruised, you're bloody, you're battered. It's time for you to take a rest. It's exhausting. It's enough already. And you have, perhaps some things that are obscuring your vision. These options that you have, the Seven of Cups is all about options. It's about having so many choices that sometimes you get confused in which one to go for first. It's a card of almost paralyzation, where you have so many choices. What are you going to do? This is about taking control and using these options that you have, directing the show. Which way are you going? King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, fire sign. So, it's about taking control here, my Pisces friends. Which way are you going? You're the director of the show. And here's our Five of Cups. That's what we had here. So I'm right. They're telling me I'm right. That's the Five of Cups. All right. There's only one broken, so don't reflect too long on this. You do have the option of renewing this relationship if that's what you choose. What does your intuition tell you with the Hermit card? The Hermit says move on. The Chariot card is a card of Cancer, but it's about victory. It's about control as well, and it's also at a very high speed. It could be travel too. You might be traveling toward this person, but honestly, I think the Hermit is a solo creature. He's a solitary being. He sits alone on the hill and dispenses advice. So you might need to get some advice on whether or not to move forward with this. This is making a move, though. Which move are you making? What is the Hermit here for, please, for my Pisces friends? Why is the Hermit here for my Pisces friends? What is the intuition they need to hear? Yeah, moving towards the end, moving toward a conclusion. So, my Pisces friends, I think that while this is an option for you, I think you see clearly that it's probably not a good option. I think you need a better plan. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady, forward movement, and this is going backwards. So, are you going backwards? Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So perhaps you need to go deeper and investigate more fully what this person has to say, this Page of Swords. What do they have to say that you need to look at? What about the Page of Pentacles here? What is the valuable, important information that you have coming in? The High Priestess. Your intuition is going to tell you exactly what you need. All right? The High Priestess is all about mystery and doing things behind the scenes. So you might hear some information, some valuable, important information. It might even be financial information that comes in for you. Perhaps in regards to this saving that you're doing or the holding on that you're doing. This is news that comes in, and I think you knew it already. The High Priestess is, again, a card of great intuition. She really just knows exactly what she needs to do. But it's also a card of doing things privately. So you might be speaking to these people, this person, this other party in the Lovers, but doing it privately, doing it quietly, and maybe even suggesting that you want to take that leap of faith and start this over, start this fresh. I think you've found your peace with whatever has gone on here with the Temperance card, the card of Sagittarius. What is it that you've made peace with here? What is it that you have been able to blend into a cohesive flow? Not that you are forgiving, or certainly that's possible, but as long as you put some distance between yourself and the situation, you can bring this cycle to a close. The Ace of Cups. Wow. I think there's great love here, as we've evidenced with the Lovers. But I think that, you need to put some distance between you and whatever the deception was in the past. I don't know, is that something you can forgive? What do we have here? The King of Pentacles. I think you need to stand strong. You need to stand firm. There might be an earth sign involved, as I mentioned, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But this is the King of Pentacles. He's very loyal and true and steadfast. And the question is this love loyal and true and steadfast? If you believe it is, then take the leap of faith. If you know it is, take the leap of faith. What are you holding on to, please? What are you holding on with the Four of Coins here? What is it you are holding on to with the Four of Coins? Yeah, you're holding on to the control of the situation and moving forward, the success of it, the public of it. So I don't know, are you holding on? Maybe there is a public persona that you have as a couple. Sometimes, when you have so much intertwined with someone, it's not easy to detach, so therefore going back is easier. But I think that would be a disservice for you. I think that you really do need to investigate your feelings on this situation and decide whether or not it's right. Can this person be loyal? Can they be what you need them to be? Are they stable enough to be your light, to be on your path? Are they stable enough to be on your path? Now, I've got the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Chariot card here. So you might need to get some advice on a property that you are moving from. You might be selling a house, buying a house, that kind of thing. I think that this might have been done publicly. What's the Four of Pentacles here for, please? What are we holding on to? Six of Swords. I think you're holding on to the hope that things could be successful. But ultimately, you're going to move on. You're going to move forward with whatever it is in your life. Now, does moving forward mean going back? Certainly. Move forward with the leap of faith. I think this is your comfort zone. This is where you want to be, or where you think you want to be. The Six of Cups could involve children, but most likely it's from someone from the past. The Six of Cups represents past, something you thought was finished. It's here with the World card, please. What's the World card here for, please, for my Sagittarians? Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So, King of Pentacles is a very bountiful energy, but you've got to determine whether or not he is true. Ace of Swords, you've got to see it clearly, and if it's not, you've got to set it free and put this burden down. Finish it up, my my Pisces friends. Temperance, Sagittarius, sorry about that, Pisces. I do know who I'm talking to. So this is another go around on the wheel, and I'm surprised they don't have the Wheel of Fortune here. But You do need to see it clearly for what it truly is. Reflect on it. It is a card of competition. It's a battle that you've already fought and won. Do you want to do it again? Do you want to do it again, my Pisces friends? That's the question. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. If you do, you're really going to need to dig deep on this. All right? Dig deep if it's truly something you want, my Pisces friends. Thank you so much for joining me here, tuning in. I do appreciate your likes, shares, and subscriptions. Do keep those comments coming. I really enjoy reading them before I go to bed. And I do try and reserve 10 spots a week for any of my patrons or subscribers that need an emergency session or some fairly quick guidance. And check that out at karmic1tarot.com. And I do have other guidance readings up on Vimeo on demand and also on Patreon. So you can check both those links in the description box below. And I hope to see you there. Thanks so much, and we'll speak soon.